Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here. Get ready for Gnosis. Well, I get this on a consistent basis. I want to cover this. I mean, we offer lots of fascinating, fun, interesting, radionic, subtle energy-based tools. And everyone wants to think that they can run a race basically with a Volkswagen against Ferraris. And they think, well, why not? The Volkswagen's cheaper. Well, it doesn't work like that. So I've been getting over the last few months consistent people, particularly from Essie, who ask about pillows, cups, t-shirts, etc. And all of them think that they can get a t-shirt or a pillow or a cup for $35 or $40, and this is like getting a machine, and that this will work just as well. It's amazing how people buy into things to such a high level, but I think they're living in a fantasy to think they can get something very inexpensive that's going to solve all their problems in life. And that would be nice, but the world really isn't like that. I mean, price doesn't necessarily mean you're getting something of quality that works, but certain things require a certain amount of money if you're serious. And people who get a cup or a t-shirt or a pillow, you're not serious. We talk about them kind of in a fun, jovial fashion. Oh, like having a machine. Well, that's not really what we mean. The whole idea is these are extra fun things that you get. You get a cup, you send energy into it, and you drink it. It's more of a backup. The same thing you do with pillows and all the other things that we offer. These are things that you can send energy into that will start a manifesting process. But they're very low level and kind of fun extras to have. So, and that's important to understand. You need at the very least one of our symbolic boxes, which are pretty inexpensive. They're under $100 to start the process. These are tried and true, basic, low-level manifesting technologies. These things work in your life. They empower the thought forms you put into them, and they assist the manifesting process. Now, if you don't have tools like this, you're manifesting at super low levels because your bioconsciousness energies are very low and you're not trained and you need to amplify it. It's like most things in life. You certainly could walk to the store, you could walk across country, you could do all that, and will it get you there? Well, it certainly will. But who would possibly want to do that unless you want to use a car? And a lot of times walking and everything else you can't do. There's weather problems, it's too far, etc. You need a tool or a machine to get you there. Well, it's important to understand that. So, if you're not willing to invest in a actual symbolic box, then you really should not get involved with it. As I said, the cups, the pillows, and everything else we make, stickers, etc. Well, these all are helpful additions. And people buy a lot of stickers because they think, well, this is a great way to try it without spending more money. Well, it really isn't a great way. You get stickers, you get plates, you get other things, and these are used in specific areas for specific situations to help a minor empowerment. They are not like getting a complete system. Now, if you're really serious, you get the complete system. And they're not that expensive compared to so many things in life. And that means you're getting the box, you're getting rate cards with them, you are getting an amplifier, a very particular type of tube amplifier that we've modified, and a transmitter emitter, which does the same. It's specially modified to project subtle energies, bioconsciousness fields. So you need to understand that. You need to know how all this technology works. Now, it's a lot of fun and a lot of interesting. It does help to have stickers and pillows and cups. These are all extra items you have. But, these are kind of accessories. What you need to have initially is at least a symbolic box. But if you're really serious, you need to have an electrical amplified system. Now, this electrical amplification is a very specialized process to take very weak thought form energies and to double, triple, and quadruple the power going out. So you need all this for serious manifesting. A symbolic box will assist you and will give you a major boost. But if you want real serious manifesting powers, manifesting empowerments of your thought forms, well, you have to run it through an amplifier and a transmitter. And then you have to understand how to use it. And there's all sorts of little things that you need to add on to it. You're talking about very subtle energies. These are bioconsciousness energy fields. They're thought forms, if people know what that is. The energy you have created from the cosmos, so to speak. You've condensed that and put it in there, and then you're amplifying. You're sending it out 24/7 so you can become a magnet for that energy. So whether it's well-being, whether it's money, whether it's success, whether it's the stock market, whether it's trying to win at gambling, well, you've got to bring those energy fields up. People that are successful have these energy fields around them, and they don't have pitiful little energy fields. They have very strong ones. So you have to create this. You have to create it 24 hours around you. And the only proper way to do it is by using a complete electrified system. Now, the boxes we make available to people, and this technology is unique. It's not just the pattern on there. It's not just the image you see. There are hundreds of images of empowerment underneath these symbols. But even with that, and it will give you a dramatic, compared to your bioconsciousness energy, when you use a box like a box of any of our boxes, you are doubling the amount of energy going out. But you got to remember, it takes a lot of energy to manifest. So if you really want to manifest, you have to electrify it through a tube amp system and broadcast it out through a special transmitter. That's the meat and potatoes of it all. So if you're really serious, you got to do that. Now, you can add on the electrical items later. You can buy the box first if you want to piecemeal it so that you don't have the money. But you got to remember, that's not a really good test. You get a symbolic box, which is a fun, interesting, and powerful tool in its own way, but it's nothing compared to a full electric system. So you're doing yourself a disservice if you think you're going to test radionics by just using one of these basic under $100 boxes. Yes, they are a help. Yes, they work to a certain degree. But quite frankly, they are weak. If you have serious problems, if you have major blockages, if you're highly crossed and blocked, these boxes are not going to break through too often. Your success rate is going to be low. If you get an electrified system, you're going to have a much, much higher success rate. You're going to be able to manifest much more. And of course, everything is dependent on your life. And it may take time to break through because you have particular problems in life. And this is how it all goes. Everything's very individualistic. This is fantastic technology. I call it edge technology. It gives you the edge over others. It pushes you to the front so you're the first one to take advantage of things. And this cannot be underestimated of how valuable that is. But to think that you're going to have a genie lamp here that manifests instantly in front of you and pops things out is not how this technology works. It works within your life, and you have to understand the laws of manifestation. You have to start, once you have a tool like this, you should be training yourself. Are you properly centered? Meaning, can you hold a thought in your mind for a couple of seconds? Well, believe me, that sounds easier than it is. Are you activating your psychic empowerment centers in your consciousness? Well, we have courses on that. Just have courses on centering. Do you know how to visualize? Most people can't visualize or can't do it well. We have tools and things as you. But you certainly can get these systems, go out there, get them going right now, and then learn the entire process to get to high-level extreme manifesting. But nothing that's done at a high level is easy, simplistic, or happens fast. It takes training. Professional athletes that have natural skills, what do they do all the time? Tiger Woods hits golf balls for 6 or 8 hours a day. All professional people that are good at anything are constantly training themselves to be better. And of course, it isn't that difficult with these tools. You get the right tools and you're putting out a lot of awesome energy. But everybody wants to be that extreme manifester that breaks through everything and brings things to them quickly. Well, these things can happen, and a lot of people do that. But it does require having the right tools to start off with and developing yourself and understanding, well, what are the laws of manifesting? What can you manifest? That's an actual book out there that I wrote. A book that doesn't sell, by the way. So the whole idea, if you're not training yourself, you don't understand the laws of manifesting, if you haven't opened up channels for stuff to come to you, well, you're not going to manifest well. No matter how much power is out there to draw things to you, you'll probably blow it. So there's all sorts of things you have to look at, and you have to understand what manifesting is, how things manifest, etc. But, cups and t-shirts and other things are all an assist. They're accessories. They are not tools unto themselves to think, well, I don't have to buy a machine, I can buy a cup. Well, that's really not true. You need to get a system, and these things follow up. Now, if that's all you can afford, well, it's better than nothing, and they do assist in energizing your thought forms. But these are not machines like an electrical system that is grabbing energies, magnifying them many percentages, and broadcasting them out to the universe, creating a magnetic field around you is the best way to describe it, to draw to you what you are seeking, whether that's love, success, money, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you need strong. This world is filled with blockages, filled with problems. They're not going to be swatted away. You're going to have to get out there with a big, heavy bat and bang your way through the actual blockages that are in your life. And what is that club to do that with? That's called a complete radionic system. I hope everyone understands that, and this has clarified things at a much higher level. Until next time.